All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokar Kwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in our truth and sincerity. To USA Shalom. This is the brother Amwan Ariyah from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokar Kwadash. And in the lesson, I want to go into how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, set up hip hop as a psyop to destroy you Jakes, man. All right. So as you see on the screen, it says from the people's voice.tv, it says CIA agent admits hip hop was a psyop designed to corrupt the youth and sow division in America. All right. And this is why we always tell you that the so-called white man, all right, Esau Edom, that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, because understand, being brought over here to America, okay, we were stripped of our nationality, we were stripped of everything that made us who we are, and we were given a culture, we were pretty much told who we were off of everything that he created. So this is why we constantly, destroy every tenet that has to do with black culture, because as we talk about black, when you look up the word black, it means dead, void of light. All right. Nothing good comes from black, man. All right. So hip hop, man, Esau Edom created this, all right, to pretty much make it to where this was going to be used to destroy you with, man. And we see the product that has came out since all this has pretty much unfolded, man. All right. So let's go into this, man. So it says John Homestone, a retired CIA agent, has admitted on national Russian television that hip hop was a psyop invented by the CIA in the 1980s, and the agency was directed and financed. It's like the agency has directed and financed household name artists, including NWA, Dr. Dre, Jay Z, and Kanye West. Okay, and these are what you would know as gatekeepers, but all these rappers, singers, entertainers that pretty much are signed to these record labels are pawns that these devils use to push forth their agenda. Okay, and it's many branches that this lesson can go into, because a hip hop has done a number on our people. All right. So before we really get into it, let's look up what this word psyop means, man. Okay. And save time from having to switch back and forth to the screens, man. I'm gonna just, keep the main points on the screen. I'm gonna just read, what needs to be read. So, excuse me. So this is PSYOP, which is short for psychological operation. All right. So I'm reading the definition off of Wikipedia. It says psychological operations are operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their motives and objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of governments, organizations, group, and large foreign powers. All right. So that's exactly what this title said, man. The CIA agent that, pretty much was a whistleblower admitted that hip hop was a psyop designed to corrupt the youth and sow division in America. All right. So let's continue on. It says the government at the time spent big money, serious money, on this covert operation designed to corrupt the American youth to nihilism, anti-establishment, and anti-American ideologies, and sow division in America. He explained in a half hour interview broadcast on national television. It says before we die. Oh, let's skip that part. All right. So it says famous songs of the iconic hip hop outfit NWA were even scripted by a team of war propagandists and psychologists of the CIA. Not nihilist and anti-establishment lyrics were intended to unleash a wave of cynicism towards authorities, glamorize the use of narcotics, and entice the youth with revolutionary counter-established ideas. So it's a lot of words in here, look up to help you understand how deep everything that this devil has done goes, man. All right, so look up the word nihilist first. All right, it says a nihilist is a person who believes that life is meaningless and rejects all religious and moral principles. All right, and that's exactly what we see, being pushed, especially in today's, generation of rappers that's being pushed, man. All right, this total, Satanism, demonic activity. Okay, and it says anti-establishment lyrics because everything that these rappers and everything produced now is pretty much music that is meant to destroy you and keep you from coming back and even thinking about your God, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so it says nihilist and anti-establishment lyrics were intended to unleash a wave of cynicism towards authorities. All right, so let's look up this word cynicism. It says an inclination to believe that people are motivated by it's like an inclination to people that believe are motivated purely by self-interest, an inclination to question whether something will. So yeah, the whole point of what this culture has done, this hip hop culture has done, is pretty much made it to where these people, they all glamorize the worship of self, man. Because when you hear in the music, it's all about how this rapper is better than this rapper, how much money you getting, how many bitches you fucking, all right, blah blah blah, man. Okay, but this is a design that was pretty much put in play for you to be destroyed, man. So let's get a quick scripture. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 62, verse 4. It reads, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Salah, right? Because hey, when you look at the beginning, excuse me, need a drink of water. If you look at the beginning of how hip hop pretty much started out, all right, it was a form of self-expression that Drake was using to pretty much talk about, what was happening in their lives, man. And Esau saw that was influential. All right. So what he did as these rappers began to, come out, all right, because you had different genres of music before hip hop. All right. We know hip hop changes every decade. So as the music began to, take center stage, Esau pretty much, figured out a way to how he could utilize that to his benefit, and came forward with the idea to push forth, rap like you see from NWA, all right, the gangster rap and all that, which was used to pretty much, help influence Jake to, glamorize, criminal activity and that type of mentality, man. All right, and I actually have a video that was that pretty much was, uh, being said by one of the rappers themselves, man. All right, so let me put that on the screen. And y'all bear with me. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, okay, here we go. Industry, which could become even more rewarding without active involvement. He explained that we work for has invested millions of illegally owned prisons that our positions of influence in the music industry would actually impact. We were told that these prisons were built by privately owned companies who receive funding from the government based on the number of inmates. The more inmates, the more the government would pay these prisons. Since our employees had become silent investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remained filled. Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior. Rap being the music. You know, and you can watch the full interview on YouTube, but pretty much as Crazy Bone was saying, these record executives, you know, they invested in private prisons to pretty much, you know, come up with the idea to, you know, those prisons up to make money, and they you know use these rappers as a means to help glorify the different things that could be persecuted. All right, the land, our people in the prisons, man. Okay, so reading this paragraph again, it says nihilist and anti-establishment lyrics were intended to unleash a wave of cynicism towards authorities, glamorize the use of narcotics, and entice the youth with revolutionary counter-establishment ideas. Because, like I said, it was all for the destruction of Jake's mind, man. Because you know what they did with the rappers. All right, they know how influential our people are, man. So they would start to, you know, pretty much tell them what to rap about, man. You know, it's another video. I don't have it queued up, but you had that rapper Meek Mill, all right, who's you know a known so-called gangster rapper, all right, from Philly. But he was on this interview pretty much saying how the rappers are paid more to glamorize, you know, that street, you know, gangster, you know, anything that's pretty much, you know, for the destruction of our people. Just that they're paid more to push forward those type of music, those lyrics, you know, which shows you that this is a thing that is being used to destroy you with, man. Like I said, this is a realized psyop, all right. And hip hop is a major influence in the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American community, but especially amongst the so Black community. Because see what our people don't realize is that the very people that you're emulating, that you're looking up to, that you're trying to you know be like, these are characters that are created. These people, they don't really live the life that they portray in their songs, man. Okay, and these record labels will pretty much fund these niggas to push forth these narratives to make it to you believe this, so therefore you're gonna do it, man. Because like I said, it's all for the destruction of your mind to not make you want to come back into your power, man. Because like these rappers, they promote pretty much anti-messiah, you know, ways of living, man. All right. So let me get this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing?" All right, and that vain thing, all right, is pretty much them doing away with the nation of Israel. All right, and this has been subvertly done in many ways. And this, you know, me talking about this lesson is one of those ways that Esau has done that to try to, you know, destroy us, man. Okay. It said the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and his anointed. All right, and the anointed is the Israelites, man. All right. It says, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us, right? Okay, and that's what you know Esau has been able to do through means like hip hop culture, man. All right, to destroy us, man. Okay, because like I said, everything is to keeping you away from you know being who you are as being the Israelites, man. So I'm gonna continue reading. It says the retired CIA agent claims the social engineering psyop was extremely successful, particularly with left-leaning young Americans who, according to Homeston, have been completely brainwashed with anti-American messaging. We understood at the time that music was a powerful means of propaganda to reach the youth, explained the 77-year-old man. Our mission was to use teenage angst to our advantage and turn Generation X into a decadent, pro-drug, anti-establishment culture that could create uprising and further division within society. We even infiltrated mainstream radio to promote their music and reach millions of people every day, he admitted visibly proud of the accomplishment. And this is what Kanye was talking about whenever he was on Drink Champs, going in, because he was like he said, man, they promote you making the music, I'ma fuck your bitch, I'ma kill that nigga, I'ma fuck your bitch, I'ma kill that nigga. That them 808s, which is like the equivalent of like war drums, that gangster killing, degrading your women, the women rapping about being whores. These things were used as a means of, pretty much demoralizing and destabilizing and destroying your mind, your psyche, your spirit, because Esau doesn't want our people to think with any type of what's the word I want to use? Any type of method that's going to uplift them. Because when you look at the music back then, you had a genre of hip hop which was known as conscious rap, man. All right. Like I said, you would have Jake rapping about things that they were seeing and going through in their life, man. Look, and that conscious rap pretty much was, Jake rapping about, what's going on in the world, man. But see, Esau took that and, moved conscious rap out the way. And like I said, he purposely forwarded, the rappers promoting the drugs, the money, the sex, the killing, all that, because that was a means of how he was going to, corrupt the Jakes, man, the Israelites, man. Okay, it says, excuse me, it says for many of us in the CIA, infiltrating the 1980s hip hop scene was one of the CIA's most successful experiments of propaganda to date. He acknowledged on the interview, and like I said, groups like NWA, you had Jay-Z, and these different Biggie, Tupac. These are all characters that Esau created and put out there for you Jakes to emulate and follow after in their footsteps, man. All right. These niggas that you see rapping and living this so-called lifestyle that they portray on, on the social media and TV and all that, these niggas don't really live like that, man. Like I said, they're agents. All right. So let me get this real quick. This is First Maccabees 1 and 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. But since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And that's exactly what we see, our people doing. Okay. Because Esau, like it said in this paragraph right here, man, Esau put us in the worst predicament that any nation could be in. All right. And doing so, he pretty much, used that to his advantage, because we know a lot of Jake are hurt and struggling, to get up out their situation. So like the hip hop was an outlet for Jake to, creatively express himself, man. That's what the original point of what music was for our people, man. All right, a form of self-expression, man. That's art. All right. Esau, like I said, saw a way to profit off of that. So what he did was take struggling, artists and offer them lucrative contracts to pretty much, aid in promoting their agenda to destroy them. All right. And we gotten so bad to this point now to where you got our people openly admitting how they're being funded to push forth this bullshit, man. You know, all these videos that you see going out, such as, rappers like that sexy red bitch, Juice World, Kanye and these different guys, how they openly admit how they sold their soul, man. All right, because they made a cut with the devil to pretty much, do the bidding of them so that they can get about their situations, man. All right. So let me get this quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. It reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. All right. And that's what happens. Okay. Because use a guy like Kanye, for an example. When Kanye first was, getting introduced, to the music scene, all right, as we know, he was first put on, for making beats, but he was trying to make it as a rapper. So when you first was hearing his first records, he was actually, one of the ones that was making conscious music. Like he had that one song, Jesus Walks, which is supposed to be a uplifting song, even though he's promoting the wrong name. All right, but at the end of the day, he was rapping about, the struggle, what Jake is going through in their everyday lives, man. And as you see how he began to, go up in the ranks, his music began to change, man, to the point to where seeing how he is now, man, pretty much blaspheming the Most High and His Son by claiming that he goes by the name Jesus. All right, he's promoting, you know, everything that Esau was saying, to pretty much do, the adultery, you know, being an idolater and the such, man. Okay, but as I said, our mission was to use teenage angst to our advantage and turn Generation X into a decadent, pro-drug, anti-establishment culture that could create uprisings and further division within society. And that's exactly what they have done, man. Because through music, all right, a lot of us got introduced to drugs, all right, gang culture, you know, everything that we see pretty much, Jake doing now and glorifying, man. This is being introduced through hip hop, man, through this rap culture. And now you see everybody wants to be a rapper, man. All right. All the, jobs in the world and everybody that's trying to be a rapper now. You made it as an athlete, you want to rap. All right, you got people in the in the regular everyday jobs, man. They want to be rapper, man. Back in the day, as we saw, that was something that was really kind of looked down upon, man, especially from the older generation. So what we're seeing with this today, man, this pushed a lot of our youth to go in the direction of degeneracy, man. You know, because I want to bring this last precept out, and I'm gonna segue into a part of this that I want to talk about. So this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 9. It says, "Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man." And that's what hip hop promotes. Covetous, man. Okay, because what like I said, what are you hearing about, man? All right, how much money you got? How many cars you got, man? How many clothes? How many women you got? You know, flossing on each other, stunting on each other. You know, and then like I said, you hear rappers talk about how they snatching people's chains, taking their women. It's a very covetous, lifestyle. But these the same people that are proud that rap about these things. But as it's gonna say in the latter part of the verse, it says, "For such as one set of his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels." Right, that he had to sell his soul to get those things. And so with him, pretty much, bending over, all right, casting away his integrity, like I said, to get to that point, we all know the rituals that Hollywood puts you through to be able to get onto that, even get in the door, man. You gotta bend over. All right, you gotta sacrifice, a family member or a close friend. All right, you gotta, commit filthy, abominable acts. These are the things that our people are doing just so that they can, rub elbows with the top people of the world, man. And so, like I said, they're so gun ho about escaping, their current circumstances. Like you hear everybody talk about, want to get rich, so they can buy their mama a house, get their family out the hood, pretty much they want to become rich. But then when they become rich, they find out that it's not everything that's cracked up to be, man. That's why you hear a lot of rappers, like J. Cole, for instance, talk about, life was better when they were broke because like they had that saying, that song Biggie and Diddy made, man. More money, more problems, man. All right. But this is what you have to do in order for you to get up there in the ranks, man. You gotta, sell your soul to Esau, and then he uses you to push forward his agenda. All right. So as I said, man, they use rap to promote drug use, and this is what I want to speak about, briefly, because as you know, I mentioned how these private prisons, all right, they fund, Jake Slocky. They fund these record labels to pretty much, bring in rappers to promote a lifestyle that's going to get Jake to funnel into that, lifestyle so they can be prosecuted and thrown in these private prisons, man. So you also have, the drug aspect of it too, because these pharmaceutical companies, they actually have also invested into hip hop to pretty much, glorify and bring forth, a capital to them as well, man. All right. As you hear, especially now, all the, rappers talking about, doing all type of drugs, man. Lean, Molly, Percocet, you know, ecstasy, heroin, you name it, man. That's what you're hearing in the music now, man, especially like I say in this current generation. So let me pull this up on the screen. Y'all bear with me, my computer's lagging. So yeah, let me start with this one. All right, so this is from media.com. All right, it says strange bedfellows, hip hop, the pharmaceutical industry, and the psychology of the pill generation. All right, this article was written on May 22nd, 2018. All right, so let me jump down. All right, so it said the most insidious form of emulation and what I believe is a real danger for youth who are interested in the lives of rappers and love hip hop like I do, and most do, if Billboard rankings and record sales are anything to go by, is the reckless abuse and glorification of prescription drugs, escape, exacerbating, if I said that word correctly, a culture of nihilism and self destruction. You see how it keeps bringing this word back up, man, because that's literally what this rap music is promoting, man. Self destruction, man. All right. So you have a genre, because like I said, hip hop has many subgenres. All right. So you have a genre of rap called druggy rap or drug rap. All right. Where literally all these rappers talk about is explicit drug use, man. Okay. So it says it is not hard to find examples of drug abuse in many popular tracks which receive radio airplay with millions and millions of impressionable listeners in an age where everything is streamed, photographed, and liked in an endless feedback loop on social media and content sharing. It says, just like this brands, name brand drugs are referenced by rappers ad nauseum and have become a staple of the trap subgenre, right? Because it originally started with trap music, all right? You got rappers like, T.I., Jeezy, Gucci Man, just to name a few, all right? But then, like I said, it's went even further than that now because, like I said, the genre being pushed now is, like I said, it's called drug rap, man, to where these little niggas now, like Future, is the main one that comes to mind. That's all you hear about him talk about because back before when you have the trap music, all right, trap music was literally rappers rapping about selling drugs. So now within the drug rap, it has evolved from selling the drugs to rappers rapping about using the drugs, man. Okay. So it says drug use is commonly depicted as a natural extension of a rapper's lifestyle where the lure of narcotics, crime, and women prioritize instant gratification, pleasure, and personal honor over wellness. It says it is the repetition to expose. Sorry, it is the repetition and exposure to pharmacopoeia as well as its nonchalant use and proliferation, which has the potential to change the opinions of hip hop listeners and cause them to experiment or feel socially pressured to partake. Right, because you know drug use, especially amongst the Israelite nation, that wasn't prevalent, you know, back then. Like I said, you had Jake, that was dealing with the heroin epidemic, crack, cocaine, different things like that, but recreation drug use wasn't popularized, you know, in our society like that, especially the youth, the way it is now, man. Like growing up, I can remember, you know, when we were young, man, it was unheard of to really see somebody like even smoking weed back then, man. Now it was done, but it wasn't done out in the open like that, you know. But it was a reluctance, for the youth to get involved in things like that, man. Especially the ones that was quote unquote on the straight and narrow, man. You know, but as the rap music got more explicit, it caused our people to pretty much, become curious. Like I said, man. Let me get this precept. And Lord willing, man, this is it's edifying. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. It says, "The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them." Right, because like I said, drug use wasn't really pushed amongst the Israelite community or nation back when when I was younger. I say that was more of an Edomite thing, man. Okay, but now it's become glorified amongst Israelites, man. Well, I say amongst black people, niggas. All right. So continue. It says, unfortunately, because like I said, man, Slakia, I know I'm jumping back and forth. Because hey, at the end of the day, man, Esau, used that music as a medium to pretty much, bring that agenda to make Jake get into the drugs, man. All right. Because he knew that the drugs was going to destroy their mind, man. All right. When you're, pretty much involving yourself in, doing drugs, man, you're destroying yourself. Ultimately, you're dabbling in witchcraft, man. Because like going into trap music, you drug dealers, man. Hey, you're nothing more than modern day witches and warlocks because you're giving your people, pretty much things to alter their state of mind, man. All right. So when you're selling, crack, heroin, you know, marijuana, different things like that, you're selling mind altering drugs, man, which is essentially the same thing as witchcraft. We know how the scriptures, how it stances with witches, man. Scripture tell you, I suffer not a witch to live. Okay. So let me finish this out. He said, unfortunately, due to the addictive nature of these drugs and the lack of stigma compared to street drugs such as heroin and methamphetamine, any use of these substances can lead to debilitating addiction, withdrawal, and consequences that come with it. All right, and it has, some lyrics from this weirdo rapper Lil Uzi Vert. All right, which I'm not even gonna read. You can read this yourself. I ain't gonna read this shit. All right. So one drug is highlighted is Xanax, which is pills. All right. It says Xanax is a I don't even know how to say that shit. Benzodiazepine. It says anti-anxiety medication in the same family as Valium and is one of the most prescribed drugs in the United States. It has become a designer drug in recent years, popped on college campuses and in clubs recreationally, and referenced in countless hip hop songs, with one rapper adopting the name of Little Xan in homage. Okay. It says the song is born out of Lil Xan's rehabilitation. Yeah, I can read that. It says the song was born out of Lil Xan's successful rehabilitation from Xanax addiction, a problem also dealt with by trance the rapper Little Pump, Smoke Perp, and Little Peep, who died of an accidental fentanyl Xanax overdose. Xanax withdrawal is tapered incorrectly can lead to fatal seizures as well as tumors and severe anxiety. Right. It says opioid medications such as codeine, cough syrup, known soliloquy as lean, and drugs like Oxycontin, Percocet, Vicodin have also become popularized amidst the staggering death count of the American opioid epidemic. And the opioid epidemic was really pushed by rappers, man. Like I said, main one that comes to mind is that nigga Future. This nigga literally has a song called 56 Nights where he raps about, him popping pills. He said, I took 56 pills and, in 56 nights or some shit like that, man. And you actually got dumbass people trying to, do that shit, man. And like I said, these rappers are actors. They don't really do what they're saying that they do, man. Okay? Because if I can give you an example of this, pull this up, man. Like I said, man, these niggas be faking, all right? And that's by design, man. Like, Future got put on to promote that very image of being a drug addict, man. All right. And Esau has took and made drugs look cool, man. All right. So, like I said, these cool niggas that are being used to bring, this type of thinking into the minds of these, younger generation of Jakes has led to what we see now, our people, man. Okay. And like I said, these are just some songs that talk about, drug use. And like I said, you got the Kodak Black song, Too Many Years, P&B, Jealous, Young Thug, You Said, Offset, No Complaints, Designer, Panda, and Future Mask Off, man. And these are all songs that glorify drug use, man. But then, like I said, they don't tell you the byproduct of what doing that does, man. All right. It's a lot of deaths that came behind, people trying to, emulate this lifestyle, man. Okay, so let's get this real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men." Right. And Esau has set up these damn these rappers, all right, to pretty much set traps for our people to fall into, because they know that they're gonna try to follow and be like them. That's why they set up these celebrities as idols, man. And you'll hear these people tell you that, man. Like, quick example, you had the guy that played Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, and when he died, you had all these children that pretty much was crying because they literally looked at that man as an idol, all right, to the point to where, hey, you had them, pretty much like making like mini shrines to commemorate this guy just for a fucking role he played in the movie, man. But this is in all aspects of everything that Esau puts Jacob as, man. All right, whether you're a rapper, whether you're an actor, actress, athlete, they're all pawns being used by Esau to put forth, whatever agenda that he wants them to push, man. Okay. Now I'm focusing on the rappers, but all these other people that I just named, they all play that part. So that video I just showed with Nicki Minaj saying what she was saying, you know, she's a hypocrite, because at the end of the day, she knows, what she raps about. She don't uphold it. How she raps about, pretty much, on the women aspect of it, how women, pretty much don't need a man. Pretty much, you could, live a carefree life and all that. Pretty much promoting women to be whores. This bitch is married and has a daughter, man, or has a child. Fucking not a daughter. She has a child, man. And her bitches like Cardi B. Cardi B even said that she doesn't let her daughter listen to her music, man, because they know music is poison. All right. So you can read, the rest of this. All right. But this is just going into the drug use that's being promoted thanks to hip hop, man. All right. But like I said, these pharmaceutical companies, they have invested in making, these rappers talk about this, man. All right, because they know the power that they have to make people go and actually do these things. So, all right, so this is a document that I was sent by the beloved brother Tazwa Uncle Bar here in the Charlotte camp. All right, so let me go to the top just so you can see the name of it if you want to look it up. All right. So this was a document. This is a document that was printed up about how it's an analysis of prescription drug brand mention in music, relevance, and consumer reception. So I'm jumping down to page 16 and 17. All right. So it reads, research has proven the effectiveness of brand promotion through music lyrics when the audience is interested in the music. And what is the biggest genre of music in today's time, man? It's hip hop, man. Okay. It says this effectiveness is measured through brand recall and recognition, factors which are considered very important when evaluating marketing or brand promotion because of their direct relationship to brand awareness. It says Hoyer and Brown's seminal research developed a basis for how brand awareness positively affects the likelihood of consumer choice as well as has a positive influence on perceived quality. Hip hop has a reputation of including brand mentions and messages related to drug and alcohol use in lyrics. In a content analysis of the Billboard Top 20 songs from 2009 to 2013, rap had the highest percentage of songs including brand mentions in the lyrics at 73%. After analyzing the top 25 rap songs in 2017, researchers found that 48% contained references to prescription drug use, a large increase from 12% in 2007. Okay, because like I said, they know Jake is very, influential, and we are the salt of the earth, like it tells you, man. All right, so anytime that Esau wants something to promote it, he'll always use Jake to promote it, man. And like I said, they Jake what made all these things that is popular in today's pop culture. Okay, like I remember back Prodigy, he was in a group Mobb Deep. He's one of the ones that made Hennessy popular, man. All right, you had Lil Wayne. He made the well, it was debatable between him and the groups, the Clips. All right, they made Bait popular. You know, and these are just clothing brands. So when Future came on the scene, Future made popping pills, you know, popular, man. All right, and like I said, he named the pills, man. All right, like I said, Xanax, ecstasy, Molly, and that was a whole era. I remember of rappers rapping about Molly, man. And when it fell out of when it fell out the mainstream, you stop hearing people talk about it, man. But this shows you the influence that these rappers have had with promoting these things, man. Okay, so it says there are many different forms of opioid with various levels of recognition in popular culture. Codeine is commonly abused form of opioid that has been mentioned in numerous popular hip hop songs, right? And codeine, it says also known as lean, a combination of codeine and soda. Codeine opioid abuse was seen heavily in the 80s. Analgesic and opioid references found in the top 2017 rap songs because here in the South, all right, rappers like Pimp C, Lil Wayne, and such made a lean popular, all right. And I know from firsthand experience, man. And I know, like I said, I tried it when I was in the world, man. Didn't know any better, but hey, you had people literally buying sprites and getting the promethazine just so that you could be like your favorite rapper and just drink that shit because they were doing it, It says the novel research done in this study looks to expand upon the important overarching founding within Coding Crazy, which is a Future song, man. All right. So it says a content analysis of prescription drug references in popular music to look at the branding of prescription drugs in music. While some brand specific mentions were noted or notated in the findings of 2020 study, the coding is based on drug class rather than brand names, which makes it difficult to conclude on the extent of promotion of branded subscription drugs in songs and determining which branded prescription drugs are most promoted. Because, like I mentioned earlier, I should put that video on here, man, but it's gonna take too much time to do it on here. But Meek Mill, matter of fact, fuck it. Let me see if I can do that. I'll come back. Y'all bear with me. Let's see if I can find this video, man. Yep, here we go.
We get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff. So I make sure I even align and come on, talk on stages like this. But you guys, the NAACP, open up doors for people like me to be able to power forward, because the things that fund us, that don't power me forward. You know, I just make sure, because I know better and I'm at an age point, I'm 36. They power is really went from when we 21 to 25, where we really don't know. I'm one of the lucky ones that made it through, where I was able to get my knowledge and sense, and I'm the one that keep the line on the rap ignorance and be able to level out conversations like these and deliver it to the young people who may not attend things like this. We get paid to rap about that.
But you see what he said? He said that he knows that that's not powering to us, because he knows that that's for the destruction, man. You know, because hey, he's one of the main ones that raps about killing, drug use or whatnot, man. And Esau wants niggas like that to speak about these things. This is why, like he said, they get paid more to rap about ignorant stuff, because as long as it's meant to keep you stupid, to keep you, keep you destroying your brother, you know, your sister, you know, then they're gonna be all for giving you contracts, man, promoting you, because they want to destroy you, man. You know, but the other side of that, of what that has caused, is pretty much, you had a lot of people die. All right, a lot of these rappers, they died from taking part in that lifestyle, because, like I said, you have a lot of guys that's coming into this so-called rap game now, that before it was just the niggas that was acting like this, man. But the people are so dumb now to where they're literally trying to do what they rap about and still, promote the image, and it doesn't mix, man. Like, you have what they call the street rappers. All right, you said you were either in the streets or you rap, but now you got people trying to play both sides, and this is why you're seeing a lot of these rappers getting whacked. All right, a lot of them getting locked up. Okay, a lot of them, pretty much they're being fought for newer rappers, man, because like I said, they fallen victim to the trap that the ones that came before them have, set for them, man. So I'm gonna read this Jeremiah again, man. It says Jeremiah 5:26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as they set of snares. They set a trap. They catch men. As a cage full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich." Right, because as it's going into, man, hey, these niggas are being used to trap up you Jakes out here, because you don't really understand all the plan that Esau had from the beginning to destroy you, man. All right. So, like I mentioned, man, this was a psyop that is being used, and they know it, because going back, let me go back to the other article real quick. It was a point that was made in here. Yeah, right here it says the retired CIA agent who was granted a Russian resident permit in 2011, also claimed Lior Cohen, commonly known as the tall Israeli who runs hip hop, is a CIA asset. And Lior Cohen is a small hat, man. All right. It says, as for many of the household names artists he signed and promoted, when it comes to engineering culture, no one touches Lior Cohen, Homestead admitted. All right. That's the devil right here, man. All right. It says hip hop artists signed and promoted by Cohen include Slick Rick, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince, the latter better known today as Will Smith, Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD, Sonic, De La Soul, and A Tribe Called Quest, Cohen ended up promoting rappers such as Jay-Z and Kanye West, and more recently brought Migos and Young Thugs to prominence. Because, like I said, these early rappers, they were more on like a conscious, like pure hip hop. But then as guys like Jay-Z, Biggie and all these different guys began to come out, they fit more of the mold of the direction they was wanting to go with this hip hop to the point to where, guys like Jay-Z and Kanye, all right, they're like known as the gatekeepers of today. But then you have the younger generation, guys like the Migos, Young Thug, and so on, man. All right. But what's coming out is a lot of these other rappers, these younger generation rappers, they're either dying or they're being locked up. All right, which is also part of what he wanted too. Because before I read this, I wanted to get this real quick, showing you how this damn devil Leo Cohen knows exactly what the hell he's doing, man. Because Kanye actually said this about this motherfucker, man. All right. Hear it again. And see, that's the devil letting his intentions be known, man. All right. So like it was saying in that in the article, man. Pull it back up. Leo Cohen is one of the CIA's assets that is being used to bring forth these different rappers to push that they want being pushed. So they want Jakes to be coked up, drugged up, spaced out of your mind because they don't want you, pretty much having a mind to look into the Most High and what's going on as far as prophecy, man. All right. So Leo Cohen, he's juiced in, okay, as well as you lower luminary rappers, man. So this is Psalm 64 and 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not." Because, like I said, man, these devils set all this up for the sole purpose so that they can destroy you, man. All right. Hip hop started out as a sincere way for our people to express themselves, and Esau came and corrupted it to the point to where a hip hop is demonic, man, and it's openly demonic. As it's about to say, in this second paragraph, it says some of these artists were tools of the CIA, others are signed up assets, according to Homestead, who cited Jay-Z, who openly promotes his satanic beliefs, and the first black billionaire, Dr. Dre, as CIA assets who are untouchable and who have been both handsomely rewarded by the elites. Because you got a lot of these rappers that come into the game and have no clue what they're doing, and you have some of them, all right, which is like the older ones, but even they're even some of the new ones now are being told straight up that what you're doing is helping to fund the hand that's behind their back pulling the strings, man. So they know exactly what the hell they're doing, man. Finishing this Psalm 64 out, Psalm 64, 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" Right, because while you got all these people becoming hip to the Illuminati, here it is. You're focusing on is Jay Z, Kanye, Beyonce, Young Thug, all these people, Illuminati. Nobody ever mentions the niggas that's behind the scenes, like this devil, Leroy Cohen, and others. Because you have these different record labels, like Empire, for an example. I don't know exactly who runs Empire, but we know under that record label, they've had many rappers, get pretty much get smoked. And what it came out is that Empire was putting in life insurance policies on these different rappers. So all these niggas that got murdered under that record label, the executives was getting a hell of bread from that, man. All right, which showed that they was putting hits on those different rappers. But when it came out that those rappers, all right, signed deals, all right, they sacrifices to where they you have different sacrifices like the 25, I think it's what 25 and younger club or some shit like that. But they literally will sacrifice themselves because instead of them wanting to actually sacrifice somebody, they'll sacrifice themselves. So when they get a certain age, they know that they're about to die. So what they'll do is try to build a conscience, start to try to do good, but then they know in the back of their mind that Esau is going to offer, man. All right, like what happened to the Migos. This guy Takeoff. All right, we believe that he was sacrificed, a part of a ritual, you know, to pretty much bring this guy Quavo and his label mate, relative, whoever, Takeoff, to benefit off of not Takeoff, Offset, so like to benefit off of Takeoff death, man. But these record labels will have them commit sacrifices like that, for them to be able to level up in society, man. All right. So continuing on, it says, and John Homestone warned the CIA haven't stopped using hip hop to manipulate America, but they have adjusted their goals. In the 80s, it was about division. Now it's about the emasculation of males in society. And that's exactly what we're seeing in today's time, man. Rappers like Young Thug, all right, who are promoting, the Mo agenda. Okay. And now you're seeing all these male rappers pretty much, putting on that dress, all right, putting on, promoting being a damn a bundle of sticks. All right, and we know what that means in over in the UK, man. All right. But at the end of the day, continuing on reading, it says the insidious plot to turn our children into proud transsexuals didn't happen overnight. Hopefully, don't get me for that word. But it said the elites have been slowly working on eroding social norms for decades and forcing famous black men to normalize the sight of men in dresses as part of propaganda, right? And that's being done in your movies. It's being done in your music. That's being done everywhere that you see, and it's all you see Jake that's being used to push that, man. And like I said, it's all coming up. Okay, that's part of that secret council that Esau has, pretty much been saying for years, and now it's coming out and it's plain, and yet people they still don't see it. So I'm gonna finish out this Psalm 64 and 6. It says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, so Esau has figured out every which way he can make you sin against your power, man. Because we know you being a Mo that breaks the laws of Yahweh by Shem Shah. All right, you being a drugs you pretty much being a trapper or a druggie that breaks the laws of Yahweh by Shem Shah. You being a whore that breaks the laws of Yahweh by Shem Shah. It's hip hop was created to pretty much make you into a degenerate, man. You know, to destroy you in all the ways that possibly can be done, man. All right. So let me see if there's anything else on this. Yeah, we know, CIA was responsible for putting crack cocaine, in Jake community. All right. And like I said, it was all to pretty much, send Jake to prison, man. Let me get this other article. Same, same. Right? This came out a year before, so it's similar, but it's different points that was made. All right. So like I said, it's same article. I mean, same site. So it says former CIA agent admits created gangster rap to fill private prisons by rising criminality. All right. So I ain't gotta read it. We all know from the video that Crazy Bone said that a hip hop pretty much was used to send Jake to prison because we know the prison system has made Esau very rich, man, and that's why when you see the majority of people that's in the prison system, it is so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man, which is scriptural. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is that people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey and none deliver, for a spoil and none save restore. Right. And that's exactly what this society has been bred to do. All right, to destroy our people. All right, and pretty much put Jake in the worst circumstances that he can fall into, man. That's why prior to us coming to this truth, man, and we were susceptible to this, man. All right, that's why you had brothers trying to get into the the music industry. All right, you had brothers living lifestyle that was being promoted because of the music, but the Lord He called us out of that, man. Okay, and we were no longer enchanted by the spell that hip hop has been going out, man. Okay, this is Ephesians 2 and 2, where in times past you walked according to this course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Right, we were once under this spell, man. But the Lord, He woke us up, man. He called us out of the world. So we're no longer, under the spell of the prince of the power of the air, man. Okay, because the scriptures tell you there is no enchantment against Jacob. All right, and that's really talking about the elect. Okay, because 2/3 they're bound by the spell that Esau has cast upon them, man. But the Lord has woken us out of that, man. So the spirit that worketh in the children of disobedience, all right, is all the ways that Esau is promoting, all right, through means such as hip hop, man, all right, which have totally, degraded and demoralized and subverted our people, man. And like I said, there's many aspects of this that I can go with, man. I guess in this lesson, the spirit wanted me to focus on the drug use of it, but you can also see how it's destroyed our women, all right, made our women into whores, you know, which I might do a lesson on that too, through the spirit if it allow. But ultimately, this was the main message that I wanted to bring out through spirit was, hey, this black culture via hip hop has been a major stronghold in our nation to destroy us, man. Okay. So like I said, man, the water Yahweh Shem Shah for waking us out of that, man. Okay. Because hey, we could have been still in the world trying to be like this, man. Hey, we've had actual people, brothers in the truth that literally left the truth to become a rapper, knowing that all this is being done, man. Like you had that nigga Killer Priest, that used to rap with Wu Tang. He was literally in the truth before he became a rapper, man. All right. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, they always talk about him. His name was Jeremiah when he was in the truth, man, and he left the truth to pursue that rap career, man. And he knows the truth, man. He made that song of a Bible, basic instructions for before leaving Earth, where he literally tells you, all right, about how he knows that the Cesare Borgia is the real name of that image that you see of Jesus. All right. He tells you that the so-called white man is Esau and all that, man. All right. But he left the truth to go pursue being a rapper, man. Okay. And there's other examples of that as well, man. We actually had a guy in this camp, in the Charlotte camp, all right, to go leave the truth, all right, and to go help his homeboy in the world be a rapper, man. So these niggas, as I said, they are seduced by the prince of the power of the air, man. You know, so that the Lord protected us from that, man. All right. So let me see if I got anything else. Yeah. This is because Esau's going to pay for that, man. All right. You devils. All right. The Most High has taken account of everything that you have pretty much have that you have done, man, and you're not gonna get away, man. All right. Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide the counsel from the Lord. It says, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua seeth you and knoweth. This is why through the Spirit He has put, the Spirit on brothers to expose you, man. All right, like it says in Second Thessalonians 2, man. All right, you are being exposed by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth, man. All right, and you're gonna be destroyed, okay, for what you've done. All right, this is Proverbs 14:16. It says, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. All right, and it says, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil. So, those of us that were, immersed in hip hop culture prior to coming to this truth, the Lord has, woken us up to that, and we've, walked away from that, man. We no longer glorify, the things that we used to, thanks to this damn, this music, man. And we have, put in, the work to pretty much start to make ourselves better through these scriptures. All right, to come back on who we truly are, man, as being Israelites, man. We don't desire to be rappers because you even got niggas in the truth now trying to mix the world of hip hop into the truth, like them niggas like Sakari, man. All right, who will literally and IUIC who literally, try to rap the scriptures, man. All right, which at the end of the day, man, that's not necessarily off, but the fact that they push it, they glorify, you can actually go on YouTube and find these niggas videos of them doing this, man. Like I remember I found I can't remember it was IUIC or Sakari's mixtape on Dat Piff, all right, which was a popular mixtape website back in the day, man. I think it's gone now, but I saw them niggas got mixtapes, man. Here it is, the Lord told you to preach the word. You ain't getting woke up off of no goddamn Israelite rap music, man. And like I said, I'm starting to see that a lot now, man. All right. But the Lord, he's not dealing with that shit, man. Okay. Let me get that real quick. Because like Apostle Gabar says, man, if the Lord really wanted to use rappers to wake up brothers and sisters, he would get the best, man. You know. So let me get this quick precept. Amos 5:23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Right. So the Lord said that He doesn't want to hear your Israelite raps, man. All right, and a lot of that shit is corny as hell anyway. You niggas suck. All right, I'm gonna just keep it honest, man. The stuff I've heard, you niggas is garbage, man. So y'all should just cut that out anyway, man. But at the end of the day, the Lord said He's not hearing that shit. So hey, we're playing the real music when we teach this doctrine, man. All right. So the Lord doesn't need all that extra, BS, man. All right. That was another precept I just had in mind, man. Yeah, let me get this real quick. See, Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. It says, her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane, neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid her. It's like it have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them. Right, and that's you Israelites trying to mix the world with the truth, man. All right. Hey, hip hop, as I've been going into for this lesson, man. All right, this is a thing of the world, man, and it's really wicked at the end of the day because, like I said, it doesn't promote Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, so you're having God that's supposed to be in the truth, they're not putting the difference between the plain, that's like the holy and the profane, because, like I said, when you go and listen to these songs by these other camps like Sakar and IOIC, if you turn the sound off and just watch the music videos of these niggas' music, it looks no different from how these rappers look in today's time, man. All right. It's the same connotation, man. All right. Our only job is to teach the word, man. That's it. Okay. We don't need to do all the extra gimmicks and all that other stuff, man. If you teaching the word and you're singing the real music, man. You know? So at the end of the day, the Lord's not dealing with hip hop, man. All right. That shit's gonna die when America is destroyed, man. All right. So Lord willing, man, I'm gonna end it right here. I pray this lesson was edifying to whoever, tuned into this. So with that, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.